are witnesses to the rampant changes in the Earth's weather. Natural and human-induced hazards and disasters abound. Climate has changed and is taking its toll on communities. And the degradation and loss of ecosystems everywhere result in intensified disaster risks. In this scenario, resilience has become more than an ability to withstand disasters. It has become a promise of hope for the most vulnerable communities around the world who suffer most from the impact of disaster. The Partners for Resilience, or PFR, is an initiative of 5 Netherlands-based organizations. It is supported by the Dutch Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And it aims to enhance the resilience of communities by helping them build up their adaptive capacities in times of natural disasters through a unique, holistic approach of integrating climate change adaptation and ecosystem management and restoration with disaster risk reduction initiatives. This integrated approach teaches communities to recognize the different factors that make people, communities, and governments more vulnerable to the evolving nature of risk brought about by climate change and environmental deterioration, and empowers them to design and implement sustainable adaptive policies for strengthening community resilience.
Partners for Resilience is an alliance of a large number of civil society organizations, led by 5 Netherlands-based organizations. All of us are used to work on disaster risk reduction, but from different angles. In this program, we combine humanitarian, development and environmental expertise to move beyond business as usual. We work in 9 different countries, 2 of them Indonesia and the Philippines, 2 countries that are highly prone to natural disasters. So far we've reached more than 500,000 people. We work with over 70 knowledge platforms and civil society organizations, and we've engaged with over 300 government agencies.
For PFR, a resilient community is like a tree, with roots that anchor the approach to 8 key principles, a trunk that serves as its building blocks, and branches and leaves that represent the different levels of stakeholders and partners.
After having our first experiences within the program, we invited partners and other stakeholders to The Hague to conceptualize a vision on resilience. And those experiences led to the development of a resilience vision tree, which consists of different components. The first one is anticipating changing risks by building on local capacities, responding to disasters that communities face while maintaining basic structures and functions, to adapt to changing risks and to changing local situation and their livelihood options, and to address underlying risk drivers to transform their situation. All these building blocks apply at several levels, going from household level up to community level and the wider landscape that these communities are part of. A policy dialogue is extremely important to implement local and national TRR measures.
These blocks and levels are supported and nourished by the tree's roots, which represent the PFR's 8 guiding principles. First, work on different timescales to ensure adaptive planning. Second, recognize the broader geographic scales in which the drivers of vulnerability express themselves. Third, strengthening the institutional resilience to changes in disaster risk, climate, and ecosystems. Fourth, integrate disciplines in the attempt to analyze an environment that encompasses many different risks. Fifth, promote community self-management, boosting empowerment and creating local ownership to put communities in the driving seat of development. Sixth, stimulate learning, by combining traditional knowledge with scientific assessments to understand climate trends and data. 7 is to focus on livelihoods. Disasters not only take lives but also cause negative impacts on livelihoods. Addressing unsustainable livelihood practices will also reduce the development of new risks in the future. And 8, form partnerships among communities, government agencies, civil society organizations traversing different sectors. The Resilience Tree, a visual representation of how PFR sees resilience building using the integrated approach. Like a tree, building resilient communities need to be anchored on a solid and deep foundation and continually nurtured by partners to ensure growth to one day bear fruits and multiply. PFR hopes that its integrated approach will continue to enable communities to withstand shocks from natural hazards and sustain development by securing or transforming their livelihoods beyond the life of the project.